What's up, guys? All right. Right now, I want to talk about should Jorge Masvidal fight Nate Diaz again, and who I think would win that fight. They most certainly should fight. That was not a bad fight. I think Jorge was clearly the better man that night. Do I think they should have went the full distance? I think they could have gone a little bit longer. I think Nate Diaz would have pulled a Conor McGregor from the first fight. He would have took a beating and eventually come back and find a way to win that fight. Maybe, or at least come back and make it more interesting. Um, if they fight again, I'd go with Nate Diaz. Honestly, Jorge. I think 2019 was just his year. He knocked out what's his name, Darren Till, and he knocked out Ben Askren. Ben Askren was probably the highlight of his career. Honestly, Jorge's a knockout artist. He knocks people out. He finishes people, puts them to sleep, and he's a great fighter and all. But I think Nate Diaz is the better overall fighter. Meaning, if I had to pick ways for either one to win, Nate Diaz would probably have more ways to win a fight than Jorge would by just knocking somebody unconscious. Um, I would have to say Nate. I think he'd win a unanimous decision. I think he can. He would probably approach the fight a little bit differently. He'll probably try to kick him more, try to use his length, his arms more. He'll probably keep his distance a little bit more. And if he did finish the fight, I don't think he'd knock out Jorge. I don't think he'd smother him with strikes. I think he'd choke him or put him in an armbar or something crazy. You know, later in the fight, maybe late third, early fourth round. I don't think Jorge would beat him again. I just think part of it's because, like I said, Jorge's year was 2019, and the fact that he was just better that day. But every fight is different, so I would have to pick Nate Diaz. I think he's the smarter fighter. I think he's the better fighter than Jorge Masvidal. It's just Nate Diaz is so inconsistent. If Nate Diaz was so much more consistent, I think he'd be a world champion right now, or would have been world champion by now. It's kind of sad. He has all the skills. He has the grit. He's such a great fighter. He's a big name. He's beaten world champions, McGregor and Pettis. And, I think he would have been champion by now. I would have liked to have seen him be a world champion like his brother Nick was. I'll talk about Nick Diaz in another video, by the way. But, yeah, that fight should happen again. Do I think it'd be fight of the night? Most likely. I think it'd be a great fight. I think Jorge would still push the pace. I still think he would fight good. I just think Nate Diaz would find a way to manipulate him a little bit and fight smarter. He'll probably approach it like he did McGregor, but smarter. You know, I'd say Nate can finish it, but I think he'll beat him like he did Anthony Pettis for his first fight after 3 years. He'll probably kick him a lot, throw some punches, maybe try to take Jorge down. I think he can take Jorge down and maybe submit him if he had to. But I'd have to say Nate Diaz by unanimous decision. Probably 49-46 still. I don't think it'd be one-sided completely, but I think Nate is just a better fighter. If they fought again, it wouldn't be the same. Probably a good fight, though. What about you guys? Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys later on.